It very well might rain on the night of your arrival, but I won't let you go unaccosted to your hotel. We'll need to build a foundation for the coming days of intoxication. A few Manhattans should do the trick. From the following morning, you shall become a fixture in my hangover routine. First, to the cafeteria, Docerio, where the owner works diligently and solitary at his counter. It's only ever him. We will treat our gazers to the gentleman, always in a perfectly ironed shirt, browsing about the street from in front of his miscellaneous shop. I trust someone of your, tastes will appreciate his wares. You'll see. As we wend our weary way, we'll meet more of Porto's watchmen. Before happening on the shoes, baffling, aren't they? One is faced with scarcely a thought. But why? Perhaps with such a mild hangover, you won't grasp the majesty of ambivalence they evoke. At surface level, they are vulgar, but can we condemn such a clear attempt at beauty to such a fatal judgment? Those spirals about the ankles, what are they, if not a measure of their wearers having aspired and yet not achieved? In conclusion of this brief but important rumination, we'll nourish ourselves at De comer com una sopa do dia, and then to send us back to childhood for a moment, una gelatina. At this point in my routine, my discrimination is at its sharpest, and so, when the inevitable call to nature must be answered, I fancy doing so in a beautiful old building with its bathroom open to the public. Our path will take us by a fire station, where firefighters play with an Alsatian. At this point, the mist may be clearing a little, and you will start to notice just how Porto's older gentlemen dress. Remember, it was only last spring that I sent you photographs of some of the choicer specimens. Finally, we'll have our first reviving beer. Being as I am less than partial to wine, I take it only when the backdrop suits me. I like, for instance, to have a glass or two on this particular bench in front of this restaurant. I like the way the narrow street turns here, just so the buses pass ponderously, almost within arm's reach, and the drivers like when I raise my glass, almost clinking the windscreen. We'll meet sunset at Candelabro and switch to liquor. I'll ask you to contemplate the elegant movements of the bar hostess. The bar Soap, Porto, the discotheque, Negronis, Manhattans, occasional G&Ts. I'll lead you to Arco ao Meio, a special place where youths in their timid primes drink whiskies in stout plastic cups. To look at them is to ponder whether there's a better way of spending time than people watching with a drink in hand. As you will remember, I have something of a gentle fetish for hands. The discussion, quite naturally, must turn to the poise of fingers, shapely palms, nails, and the delicate skin of passing wrists. Rain will suddenly fall, as it does hereabouts, but we will not despise it, because we will be drunk. My sage suggestion will be to dash back to your hotel. Next morning, in spite of your protestations, we'll rise early, and my lesson to you will begin. We'll learn to how nice it can be when nothing much changes, and small details take on an additional lustre. You will notice with a spark, for example, that the gentleman is wearing a different shirt. Una sopa do dia will be different. And perhaps your hangover, a little sharper today, I'll bet, will inspire a fresh thesis on the shoes.